Hey guys, so this is my very first video, so I do not have like a cool opening or entrance, whatever you want to call it. Not entrance, but you know what I mean. So reason why I'm making these videos or starting this whole process is because I kind of just want to take you guys on the fitness journey with me. And also I'm making this for myself, kind of just to help keep myself accountable, motivated, and just so I can just kind of keep looking back at these videos to keep encouraging myself, to see where I started from and, you know, where I'm at then and, you know, all that stuff. I guess let's get started. So pretty much in this video, all I'm gonna do is like tell you guys why I'm on this journey, why I've decided to do this, you know, just letting you guys know what's going on with me. So I've actually started working out about actually a little over 3 months ago. And let's be real and honest. I'm gonna be very transparent with y'all. This has been a long time coming. I have been needing to get serious about my health for a long time, but I am the type of person that would look for excuse after excuse, and I would let excuses get in the way, just anything really get in the way. Like, you know, it was just a lot of stupid stuff that, you know, I mean, for one, I wouldn't take my health, fitness, or anything seriously. So, you know, I've had a lot of growth and definitely changed my way of thinking of a lot of things. And you know, your mindset has a lot to do with it, because if you are not ready to do it, and you are not determined, and you're not setting your goals, and you're not just, you know, in it for the right reasons and stuff, you are gonna let yourself fail every time. No matter what, you are gonna find reasons to fail because you're getting in your own way. And that's what I was doing, because honestly, there was no reason for me to let myself go, for me to get to the point of being so overweight and stuff. So, you know, growing up, I was always a kid that played outside and all that stuff. Like, we never were inside, you know. We were always at the park, we were always running around with our friends, playing tag, and just, you know, anything you name that you could play outside, we did it. And now I look at myself and I'm like, what happened? You know, like, it's like, what? I used to run cross country, and you know, it's just, like I said, you know, you just look back at yourself and you're like, how did you go from that to this? And you just, there's really no reason, you know? And for me, a lot of it was laziness, letting stupid excuses get in the way, you know? And then also letting a lot of people, I guess, control how I guess dealt with things. I don't know how to really explain that part, but what I mean by that is, like, you know, if I would tell somebody, hey, you know, I'm thinking about really trying to lose weight and eat better and this, that, and the other, and they wouldn't be on board with me, it's like, if they were negative in any way about it, I would let that just control or take over what I was really trying to do. And then I would just start telling myself that I couldn't do it, you know? But anyway, so I am in a total different, like, mindset now. Like, so like I said, going back to what I was saying before, is I started working out about a little over 3 months ago. Solid. Like, I work out every day. I've had maybe 2 rest days, if you want to call it that. There were reasons for both days. Other than that, I'm always in the gym. I try to go to the gym for at least an hour, but if I have time, I definitely go for an hour and a half to 2 hours. Preferably 2 hours, but with the whole stupid corona craziness, my gym is actually not 24 hours at the moment. And by the time I get off of work and, you know, get to the gym and all that stuff, time is it's not really on my side. So that's why I kind of just get in what I can. But sometimes, you know, if I feel like I didn't get to push myself enough or whatever, I go and kind of either do something at home or like today, for example, I was running out of time at the gym. And so what I like to do is I like to open with cardio and close with cardio. It's kind of like a warm up and a cool down for me. And then depending on what area I'm focusing on that day, that's what I do in between, of course. I wanted to finish, you know, with some cardio. However, all of the treadmills were taken, ellipticals were taken, bikes were taken, and I was looking and I was like, okay, well, you know, and I was like, I mean, of course you can figure something out to do for cardio, but I was like, you know what? It's nice out right now. I'm just gonna go on a 2-mile run. So I went to this little like greenway thing by my house, and I ran 2 miles. Very proud of myself for that because that was rough. It was very, very humid and just sticky outside because it had just finished raining. Disgusting. But, you know, I pushed through it and I'm happy I did. So anyway, so I know I'm kind of all over the place right now, so just bear with me, y'all. So yeah, starting weight, whew, very embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing. So first off, I'm 5'2", so there's not much of me to really to really be there vertically, but I gained a lot of weight. Like I said, laziness, you know, I mean, there's really no good reason, you know, there's really no reason for all that stupid stuff. But anyway, the main reason I started getting on this whole series about my fitness journey and all of that is I didn't realize how bad I had let myself go until I really had kind of like an eye-opening experience. So real quick, I'm gonna kind of just jump into me realizing how bad off I was. So I know a lot of my friends watching this know obviously about my dad passing, but if you don't, so a year ago my dad passed, and that was very, very traumatic for me. I ended up falling into a super deep depression and ended up developing anxiety, which I had no idea was, you know, what it was because I never had it before. And little did I know I was gonna end up needing professional help. Because I didn't realize, you know, what I was going through was something so serious. I'm over here thinking, okay, well, this is just a part of the grieving process. But I didn't realize there was more to it. And I'm not looking for any type of pity party. I'm not looking for anybody to be like, oh my God, Claudia. No, you know, like, because all of that was a very big learning experience for me. And this is why I'm so serious and just gung-ho on like really trying to get myself better. Yeah, so I ended up getting professional help. And, you know, I got therapy, and then my doctor put me on some medicine to help with my depression and anxiety, which was a game changer. I mean, it was crazy because during that whole process, like, I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't, put it this way, I wasn't living. It was more of like I was a shell of Claudia and not actually me. I know that sounds crazy, but it's like I wasn't actually there. So anyway, after the help that I received, I was finally able to get into this new like headspace and mindset. I was able to really just open my eyes to what I was doing to myself. And you know, I just remember one day I was like, you know what, let me just step on the scale real quick. Little did I know, whoo, holy moly, it was, I mean, a complete shock. to me to see that number on the scale and just be like, what the hell happened to me? Because I've never, I mean, this is, well, not anymore because I've lost some weight, but seeing that number on the scale, like when I first started, that was the heaviest I've ever been in my life. And you know, I was just like, that's not okay. I have to change. I'm going to change. And it wasn't even like a question about it anymore. I was just like, Claudia, you're getting your shit together, period. Excuse my language. I never really told anybody where my weight ended up at, just because it's not something I really like to talk about. It's very embarrassing. Not proud of it at all. I just still, you know, look back and I'm like, wow, like I get disgusted with myself. But I get to look at that and realize that's where I never want to be again, and that's where I'm never going to be again. So I started out at 218. Yeah, insane. Mind you, like I said, I'm 5'2". And now I am currently at 190 even, that's right. And I have lost, I get that, what is that, 28 pounds, something like that. To say it is easy is an understatement. But I'm very, very proud of myself. I'm proud of all the hard work and determination I have put into this process. Especially knowing all the crazy and stupid excuses I was making up in the past. Especially knowing it's like I didn't care about myself. And I am learning to love myself. I'm learning to have confidence. I'm learning to just continue reaching and pushing myself for my goals. And it is such a good feeling. It's so crazy because never in a million years I would have thought I would be that person that's always like, all right, it's gym time, baby, you know, let's go. You know, I literally, it's so crazy to me because, I mean, like I said, I was never that person. But yeah, you know, I actually look forward to going to the gym every day. Not looking forward to being sore, but you know, it comes with it. But it's a good thing to be sore. So, and that's what I just keep telling myself. I'm like, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. You know, even though I'm like crying and crap. No, joking. But you know, I mean, you have to push through it. You have to just, I tell myself in my head, I'm like, Claudia, it's good pain. It's good pain. It's good pain. You know, and I keep telling myself it's worth it. It's worth it. It's gonna be worth it. And actually, so I have a good friend of mine that told me, he's like, when it gets to that point, it's almost like you have to cancel out the pain and just keep thinking about what you're pushing for. And he's real big into fitness and all that stuff. So, you know, I appreciate all of the things that are said to me when it comes to stuff like that, because I really do take into consideration, especially when I'm fighting for that last rep in the gym, or I think, oh my God, I can't do this, or my legs are like trembling because, you know, I'm like, you know, trying to complete the workout or whatever. But you know, it's like I let that little voice of his pop into my head and I'm like, come on, Claudia, you got this. Don't be a punk. You got this. You know, like, you have to be your own competition. You have to keep pushing yourself. You have to be your own motivation. I mean, at least for me, that's what I keep doing for myself in order to keep going. You know, losing 28 pounds, that's a big deal. That is a big deal. It may not be a big deal to other people, but to me, it's something to be proud of. You know, I'm happy. Like I'm getting there. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm getting there, and I'm not gonna stop until I get there. No more excuses. No more just anything getting in my way. you know. Before I would make up, like, I mean, just stupid excuses. Just dumb. For example, I used to hate going to the gym by myself. I don't know, like, it was just something about being there by myself that I felt like everybody would be looking at me, or, you know, you get intimidated by all the people who are actually already fit, and you're like, oh my God, you know, and you're over here looking like a cow and stuff. And you just, you know, you kind of just let that get in your head and mess with you. You know, throughout this whole process, I had to realize no one's looking at me. No one's paying attention to me. Nobody is there to really just judge you. I mean, honestly, they are focused on their workout. They're focused on what they're doing. I mean, it's literally almost like it's pretty much all in your head type of deal. You know, I've been going to the gym by myself for the past 3 months. Every now and then, you know, my sister or brother or even my mom will go with me, but I don't let them stop me, if that makes sense. Like, if they tell me no, they don't want to go to the gym that day, I'm like, all right, cool, you know, I'll just grab my gym bag and I go by myself. Which literally 99.9% of the time I go by myself, if we're being honest. But, you know, I don't mind, you know, I just put my AirPods in and I work out to my music. I will say this, heavy metal is a must, just because it gets me, I mean, it just literally just pumps me up. Besides the fact that it's one of my favorite genres of music, but I mean, it'll get me going, y'all. It's awesome. As far as my diet goes, I am not doing any like crazy diet. I have just been portioning out my food. I have cut out carbs. Not doing the keto, but I've cut out like breads and pastas, things like that. Sweets, I do not eat any sweets, which if any of you know me, know I have the craziest sweet tooth, and I could probably live off of ice cream. Yeah, it's a problem, but I have not had anything of that sort in a while, and that's another thing to be proud of, because before I would just indulge in whatever I wanted. You know, I'd just be like, oh, I want this today, so I'll go get it. You know, I just, you know, I would just always, whatever I wanted, I got. I don't care, you know, and never thought about, oh, hey, by the way, this is gonna go to my stomach, this is gonna go to my hips, this is good, you know. You don't think of that stuff because you're just like, oh my God, it tastes so good. Cut out carbs, sweets. All I drink now is water, and I do drink at least 8 cups of water a day. Sometimes I think I drink a little too much water, but I can't stop. I do not eat out anymore, which for one, saves you hella money, and two, it's so much healthier to just make your food at home. And I actually prefer home cooked meals and stuff, so it's not really a deal breaker for me, you know, like it just works. I do eat a lot of veggies. I eat fruits. I eat a lot of grilled like chicken or turkey sausage, things like that. You know, I for breakfast I usually eat eggs. You know, so I just kind of just, like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not meal prepping. I'm not doing any crazy diet. I'm not doing anything out of the ordinary. I will say this, I am, like I said, portioning out foods, and I am logging what I eat, just so I keep in, it's just a log for myself, really. I use MyFitnessPal, and it's almost like a weird addiction for me now. Like, anytime I eat something, I'm like, oh, gotta put it in, you know? And in a way, it kind of helps me count my calories too. So it just, you know, it's just cool to kind of see your progress and where you go, because in MyFitnessPal, in the app, you can actually put your weight, and, you know, you can put progress photos and stuff. So I use that like religiously. I want to say that's pretty much it. I am gonna continue making these videos. I just think it's better for me to help me keep going, to help me keep motivated, to help me keep looking back at these videos in case I'm like wanting to quit. Claudia, don't you even dare. Yeah, talking to you, talking to myself. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it, and I am not gonna let anybody, anything, not even myself, stop me from achieving my goal or from being happy or getting in the way of just anything I'm ready to do now. It's go time, baby.